It's baseball time in Sheboygan. Good evening, sports fans. I'm Jared Ertman here at Wildwood Baseball Park to bring you exciting Sheboygan A's baseball action. Tonight, the A's take on the Kenosha Kings in a Langsdorf League contest. The Kings and Sheboygan both sit atop Langsdorf League. Kenosha with the record of 13-3, and your Sheboygan A's with a record of 12-2. Tonight's game could very well decide who garners the #1 seed in the Langsdorf League playoff. And that is a very important seed because the Langsdorf League playoff is they call a ladder type tournament. The top 5 teams make it. 4 plays 5. The winner of that plays 3. The winner of that plays 2. And then the winner of that game plays a 3-game series with the #1 seed for the championship. So you can see it's very advantageous to get that first seed. With a win tonight, the A's will be well on their way. The A's come in tonight with an overall record of 27-15. And now we have the playing of our national anthem. Now that's my mistake, fans. The A's are only 26-15. I miscounted their record. Last night's game, which was to be played in Oshkosh, was postponed due to wet grounds. They got a nice downpour up there, and the field was unplayable. So hopefully they'll get a chance to replay that one coming up here. But tonight, the obstacle for the A's is the Kenosha Kings. The Kings have traditionally been a very solid ball club, and this year is no exception. Win tonight will put the A's in clear and sole possession of first place. Again, the Kings have played 16 games in the Langsdorf League, and the A's have played only 14, but win tonight will make the A's record 13-2 to Kenosha's 13-3. And the lineup for the Kenosha Kings: Tyler Eichmeyer, Paul Polera, Joe Farrell, Jason Dennis, Mark Sabrario, Travis Vanderwall, Joe Balistreri, Andrew Hyland, and Jason Button. Starting on the mound tonight for the A's is Derek Lumens, and he's started the game out with a strike on Eichmeyer. Second one just misses. Actually, that was a fairly wide margin. The 1-1 pitch is grounded to 2, handled by Maldonado, throw made, 1 away. Lumens making his 8th appearance, and that is the second most on the A's, following Max Kramsky's 12 games appeared in. Lumens does, however, lead the A's in number of innings pitched, a little more than 43 on the year. Swing and one right back at Lumens. He can't handle it right away, but he gets it, makes the throw. But it will be too late. And they'll give Paul Polera the infield hit. That one came sharply back at Lumens. Joe Farrell's now the batter. And Lumens delivers. Strike one called. Lumens sets, checks, delivers. That'll be a ball. Not quite sure where that one missed. And another pitch will miss off the outside corner. 2-1 now the count. Throw to first. He got him. Lumens picks off Polera. Second time this season I have witnessed an A's pitcher pick off a runner at first. That's a real boost for your team when that happens. And if you're the victim of a pickoff move, it's a little bit demoralizing, but perhaps a wake-up call to be more alert on the base paths. And now a bouncer up the middle. Rude will not handle it, and it'll go into center field. Well, that'll be logged a base hit, probably just a single. That ball was to the right-hand side of second base. Neither Maldonado or Rude could really get to it. Rude knocked it down, but it went into the outfield, and Farrell just kept on going. Runner aboard second now with 2 outs. And Jason Dennis will be the batter. Dennis swings and pops one up into shallow right. That is caught by Maldonado. And that is it for the Kings in the first. They have not yet scored a run, and it is 0-0. The A's coming up in the bottom half. This is Sheboygan A's baseball, brought to you by Bud Light. Starting for Kenosha tonight will be Christian Cardenas. And the lineup he will face: Greg Rood at short, Trevor Tyson at third, Cole Hiley in left, Ryan Schilter designated hitting, Chad Langley at first, Luke Maldonado at second, Sam Mathice in center, Jeremy McCarty in right, and Ben Gordon behind the plate.
For Sheboygan, the shortstop, number 14, Greg Rood.
First pitch misses outside. Good take by Rood, as is the next one. And ball 3 sails in there. So 3 balls, no strikes. And I think they're going to handcuff Rood here. Strike 1 called. Next pitch swung on and fouled out of play to fill the count. So the first payoff pitch of the game, swing and a miss, and down goes Rood. Trevor Tyson. First pitch to Tyson is a ball. Next one catches the outside corner. And then one is fouled back. Tyson steps out and back in, and Tyson in his normal position in the second spot in the lineup. Batted 9th earlier in the week when the A's faced Racine. And for that game, Denny Moyer, the GM of the A's and longtime helmsman of the A's, was in the dugout that game. So he juggled the lineup a bit. Tyson goes down on strikes, and Cole Hiley, now the batter. Maybe helmsman's not the proper term. That's usually refers to the bench manager, which Denny has not ever been regularly. He has been the general manager for many years and has done a lot to make the A's what they are today, and of course he's also there at the beginning. Two 2-0 the count to Hiley. And the next pitch is low. And the next one is inside. A's get their first base runner via walk. And Ryan Schilter will be the batter now. Designated hitting this evening. Harry Stelt is absent from the lineup. I cannot say the reason for that at the moment. I do not have that information in front of me. And I've just been informed that Stelt is out with a wrist injury. So he's been benched. Hopefully he'll heal up and be back in the game soon. Two and 0 to Schilter. And one right down the pipe. The 2-1 is in the dirt, and Hiley will go, and he'll make it. Balistreri, the Kenosha catcher, did get the ball in his mitt. It was ways off the plate, and Hiley does some heads-up base running. And takes away the force at second. Next pitch, quite a bit inside and high as well. Schilter dodges it and then takes his bag.
First baseman, Chad Langley.
Runners on first and second as Chad Langley comes to the plate. That'll be ball one to Langley. Cardenas has not thrown a whole lot of strikes, yet he struck out the first two A's batters, walked the next two, so kind of a inning of opposites thus far offensively for the A's. And the next pitch will miss outside. 3-0 the count to Langley. Next pitch is high and out. And the bases are now loaded.
Next up for Sheboygan is the second baseman, Luke Maldonado.
So the bases are full for Luke Maldonado, and now the Kenosha skipper will go out and have a talk with Cardenas. So things come to a broil early here in the game. A's now have a chance to take the lead, and they do it. Hiley comes in and scores run number 1 on a wild pitch. That one just had no opportunity to be knocked down by Balistreri, but he did a good job hustling back for it. Still, the throw was not in time to Cardenas covering, and the A's have a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the first. Runners on second and third now. Next pitch is high and inside. And that one right in the heart of the zone. I'm only seen a few of those from Cardenas thus far. Next one will be a little bit high. Makes the count 3-1. See what Maldonado does here. I'd expect this next one to be right in the heart of the zone, but rather it's another wild pitch. And Shilter will cross the plate. And Maldonado takes his bag.
Next up for Sheboygan, center fielder, Sam Mathice.
Sam Mathice, and now the batter. Mathice we searching for the first hit of the game for the A's. They've put 2 runs on the board without really even putting the ball in play. And now a new development. Mathice is down 0-2. Swing and a fall back on the next pitch. Oh, 2 swung on and missed, so a very odd inning. The A's score 2 without getting a hit, but also strike out 3 times. After 1 complete, it's 2-0 A's. This is Sheboygan Baseball, brought to you by Dufour Advertising. Top of the second, and Mark Sabrario will lead off for Kenosha.
Top of the second for Kenosha, third baseman Mark Sabrario.
Sabrario has been a fixture for Kenosha for a long time. Played ball for many years, and I'd have to say he's still got it. Two and one now. Women's winds and delivers, swings, and Sabrario lines one up the middle.
Second baseman Travis.
Of course, I wish him the best, but I really wasn't hoping that he would prove my point there. Sabrario at the leadoff single, and Travis Vanderwall now at the plate. Pitch has to be blocked by Gordon. He does it ably, and it's 1-0. Next pitch, grounder to two, flip made, and then the throw. So the A's turn two to nullify the leadoff single. And that's the long way around of getting 2 up and 2 down. Joe Balistreri now the batter.
Joe Balistreri.
It's 2-0 to Balistreri. And the next pitch is also called a ball. Next one gets in there. 3-1. Fly into the gap, but that one will hang up there a while, and Matthijs will get under it, make the catch. 3 up, 3 down in the second for Kenosha, and the A's retain a 2-run lead. This is Sheboygan Baseball, brought to you by Legend Larry's. Jeremy McCarty will lead things off for the A's in the second. McCarty has gotten back into the lineup after being out for several games as A's added players and juggled the lineup a bit, but now with the departure of Dan Barwick due to injury, he may have his position in right back for good. He's been batting at the bottom two spots in the order. 3-0 the count to McCarty. And a strike crosses the plate. Next pitch in the dirt. That is the fifth walk issued by Cardenas in the game. And Ben Gordon will be the next A in to face Cardenas. He's got quite a bit of velocity on his pitches, but they're just not getting in the zone, so that velocity isn't helping much. One and one the count. Gordon squares to bunt, but pulls back and takes ball two. Now one heads at Gordon's head, but he ducks. That one was a scary one. He had squared the bunt, but it came in high and tight. He had to get out of the way quick. 3-1 pitch will sail over Gordon's head. Now the A's have runners on first and second. No outs have yet been made. And it's back to the top of the order. Greg Rude steps in. And Cardenas will be run after a little more than an inning pitched. He allowed 6 walks, gave up 2 runs, but no hits, and 3 strikeouts to his credit. And despite a very shaky performance, he'll have quite the low ERA. pitcher for Kenosha.
$3. Wow.
Brandon Jeffrey is now pitching in relief for the Kings.
Thank you.
It's 0-1 to Rude. Rude swings at the next one, and it's fouled over the backstop. Strike two.
Right in the garbage can.
Next pitch is outside. A waster on the 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, and Rude goes down again. And Trevor Tyson will be the next batter.
Third baseman, Trevor Tyson.
Tyson playing third this evening as he and Rude rotate between short and third. And he will be hit. And that will load the bases here. And if there's one man you don't want up when the bases are loaded, it's Cole Hiley, but here he comes. We'll see what he can do for the A's here.
Left fielder, Cole Hiley.
First pitch to Hiley, sails in at eye level. The next one is swung on, and it's a pop-up into shallow right. It will be caught. And Jaime goes down without fanfare. Ryan Schilter, the next batter.
Designated hitter, Ryan Schilter.
Schilter is 15 for 52. That makes for an average of 288. And he's been getting better as he gets more games in here.
There will be 2 prizes with the 50-50 raffle.
First 2 pitches to him are balls.
Milwaukee Brewers tickets.
Next one swung on, fouled straight back into the backstop. A's with a real chance here. Bases loaded and one away in the bottom of the second. 2-2 the count to Ryan Schilter. Anything that's well outside the infield will score a run. And as if it's a hit, but one will be lifted into center, and the A's leave 3 stranded. And after 2 complete, score remains A's 2, Kings nothing. This is Sheboygan Baseball, brought to you by Dufour Advertising. Andrew Highland, the right fielder for Kenosha, will lead off the top of the third. One and 0, and then Lumens comes with a strike. The next one's a breaking ball, the third. Tyson bobbles it, and then his throw is off. Highland will reach via air. Jason Bunton on the batter. And that is a rare thing. Tyson has been very good in the field. Bunton lays down a bunt, and he is thrown out. That was a close play, though, all things considered. That one was a real good one up the first base line, and Lumens had to jump off the mound and field it. He did. Look for a moment like Bunton would have made it to the bag. He did not. Tyler Eichmeyer. Kenosha is now batted back to the top of their order. And Eichmeyer fouls one away to make it 1-1. Swing and a miss. And Ike Meyer will dig one out. That one will go on the right and be caught by McCarty, but he will overthrow third base as Highland went around and he will score. So a couple of errors lead to the Kings getting their first run of the game.
Fly out to right. And then make the runner.
McCartney's got quite an arm and he put too much into that one. With Highland taking up on the fly ball. And the A's lead is cut in half. But it remains early in the game. We will see how things play out. Breaking ball, not in the zone. Next one is popped up in the infield. Tyson will catch it.
Welcome to the Budweiser Thirst Inning. One lucky fan will win a pitcher of Bud Light. The A's can score runs.
And Joe Farrell.
Two fans will get a pitcher of Bud Light. The A's don't score any
Excuse me, that is 3 outs. So Kenosha gets 1 run as a result of miscues by the A's. And it's 2-1 after 2.5. This is Sheboygan A's baseball, brought to you by Larry's Distributing. Chad Langley is the leadoff batter in the bottom of the third.
They normally will stop when the hitter gets to about the dirt. Just to make sure that they can do it.
Langley swings, and that one will go into the backstop. Next pitch is inside. Langley dodges, evens the count. The 1-1 is also fouled back. A's have 2 runs, but that's the result of wild pitching on the part of Christian Cardenas, who started the game for the Kings. Issued 6 walks.
Colin Brennan.
Brandon Jeffrey is now pitching in relief.
Please report.
A's have yet to get a hit, and they're going to need to get some. 1-run lead probably will not do it against the Kings. They're probably going to need a larger lead down the stretch. Thus far this season, the A's and the Kings have split the series. Kings won 11-1 at their home park, and now Langley hits one deep into the gap in right. Get up, get out of here. That one is gone, and Langley didn't even realize it. He stopped at second, but now he rounds the bags, and Chad Langley with his first home run of the season. That was a beauty. That was one you knew it was gone from the moment it came off the bat. It just soared up there and made it over the fence by quite a bit. So the solo shot makes it 3-1 in the A's favor. And Luke Maldonado is now the batter. And Maldonado will ground out to third. Sam Mathies now the batter.
Center fielder, Sam Mathies.
Pitch is low. Mathies squares to bunt, pulls back, ball two. And the next pitch is high. 3-0. And Jeffrey has done a good job of hitting the zone, but now Mathies is up on him by quite a bit. Next pitch will make it in there. And then ball four.
Just like when you were in school with me, you didn't listen in either. Jeremy McCarty.
Jeremy McCarty. And McCarty puts one in the right. That will be caught. Mathies has to hurry back to the bag. That one was pretty shallow. Little danger of being thrown out there, but he makes it back. No throw was attempted. And Ben Gordon is now the A's batter. And Gordon was issued a walk his first time at the plate. That was just last inning. And he is one pitch closer to that result in this plate appearance. When he swings and a grounder to short, flips a second on the force.
7-4-0 thanks to Chad Langley's solo home run. You have won yourself a free pitcher of
And the A's get a run off the solo homer by Chad Langley. That's also the A's first hit of the game. After three complete, it's 3-1 in their favor. This is A's Baseball brought to you by Dufour Advertising.
Visit Strix Bar and Grill for fine pub food. And remember to book your event at the Wing Gym.
Leading off the court for Kenosha, shortstop Joe Farrell.
Top of the fourth, and Joe Farrell will lead it off for the Kings. And Farrell will get first base after being hit by Lumens.
First baseman Jason Dennis.
Jason Dennis, now the batter. First baseman for this Kings club, and he's a right-handed batter. Strike one. And now the ump calls time. And we're back in. Nice pitch is low. One swung on, and that'll be a liner into left, and Hiley can't get it. He didn't move quick enough to cut it off, and as a result, Farrell will come around and score. Should have been a routine play out there, but I just misplayed the ball. He dived for it, but it rolled to the wall. And Dennis gets an RBI there. Mark Sabrario now at the plate. And a pitch goes behind the back of Sabrario. Gordon hustles for it. Throws to third. And it was a close play. Gordon thought he got Dennis, but the ump said he was safe. He certainly took a while to take off there. Hesitated for a bit, and that almost cost the Kings an out. As it stands now, they have none. Breaking ball, strike one. Another breaking ball, strike two. Humans looks in. Takes a sign, delivers another one. And Sabrario holds back just so. A check with the field umpire. Says he did not go around. 2-2. And another curve. But the count is full now as that one missed as well. Now a breaking ball that fades in the left. Hiley will catch it, but Dennis will take and score to tie the game at 3 apiece.
Second baseman Travis Vanderwall.
Travis Vanderwall is the batter. Strike one called. And then another. And then strike three. And there's a little bit of confusion. It says 2 outs on the scoreboard, but my book says only 2, and or it did say 2. They thought that was the third, but that was only the second. So some of these players started heading back. Ball 1 to Joe Balistreri. And then ball 2. Swing and a choppy one to third. Tyson makes the throw. And that is it for the Kings. They put up 2 runs and tie the ball game. This is Sheboygan A's baseball, brought to you by Larry's Distributing. bottom of the fourth, and it will be the top of the order for the eighth. Rude, Tyson, and Hiley. Rude swings at the first pitch, sent him, and it is fielded over at first base. And the bag is tagged by Jason Dennis. He fielded it, tags the bag himself on the hot grounder up the first base line. And Trevor Tyson will now step in. And the first pitch to him sails in high. Swing and a bouncer to short. Throw is made. 2 up, 2 down for the A's, and Cole Hiley is 0 for 1 tonight.
Next up for Sheboygan.
And like so many of the A's batters, he's also garnered a walk. Will watch a pitch outside. Swing and a miss on the next one. And then another ball. And ball 3. And then Hiley will take another walk to first base. And Ryan Schilter now gets an opportunity.
Designated hitter Ryan Schulter.
2 away here in the bottom of the fourth. He's working here to regain the lead after relinquishing it in the top half of the inning. And Shelter swings and puts one deep in the left, but it is caught. And the A's go down without answering. The Kings 2 runs in the top half, and after 4 complete, the score is locked at 3. This is Sheboygan A's baseball, brought to you by Dufour Advertising. Top of the fifth.
Leading off the fifth inning,
Andrew Highland.
right fielder Andrew Highland.
Highland swings, and that one will fall in shallow center.
Designated hitter.
Jason Button. Designated hitting tonight. And he falls one back and out of play. Now Button lays down another one, but that one will roll foul. Good thing for the A's. Lumen's got tripped up getting off the mound there. He would not have been able to make the play like he did back in the third when Button laid down a bunt up the first base line. 0-2 now the count. Now Button grounds one that gets through the right side. Runners on first and second now.
Next up for Kenosha, Tyler Eckmeyer.
No outs yet as Tyler Eichmeyer steps in. And Eichmeyer will foul off a bunt. Swing and a bouncer that'll get through the middle. There's going to be a play at the plate, but Matthijs mishandles it, and there is no play. And with that, Kenosha takes the lead. So the A's in a little bit of trouble here. No outs yet. One run has already crossed the plate, and runners aboard second and third. Paul Plera sends one foul. Swing and a grounder just past third. Tyson was not able to get it into his glove, but he knocked it down. One run will score. And the Kings' lead is now 2 runs. Joe Farrow is the batter. There's runners on the corners, and now the A's manager, Tyler Martin, will head out to the mound and have a talk with his players. Joe Farrell. And now time is called by the plate umpire. This is the 67th meeting between the A's and the Kings. The A's hold the lead in the series, 40-26. A's have also played against a handful of other Kenosha teams over the years. Grounder to second, flip made, and two is turned. One run will score, however, as Ike Meyer was on third base. So a run scores, 2 outs are made, and the bases are cleared. And Kenosha is now a lead that measures twice as many runs as the A's. Now that was a harrowing play too. You knew one run was going to score because A's were just going to worry about getting the outs, sure outs, and not trying for play at the plate. But Rude had to dive to get the ball, but he made the flip. Maldonado made a good throw, and two were sent away. Jason Dennis is issued a walk. And Mark Sabrario will make his third plate appearance of the game. He is 1 for 2 thus far. Swing and a miss on the first one, sent him. Curveball makes it into the zone. 0-2. Next pitch is a wasted one. Breaking ball that is never really in the zone. Now Lumens will send one over the head of Sabrario, and Polera will take 2 on the stolen base because of the off pitch. Gordon really didn't have a chance to attempt to throw. And Polera had a good jump besides. 2-2 pitch is not in the zone. the dirt. And Sabrario will take a base.
Second baseman Travis Vanderwall.
Travis Vanderwall now. Gordon has the mound and says a few words of encouragement to Lumens.
Bad boy strike. That's nothing new.
And now Tyler Martin will head back out to the mound and replace Lumens. Lumens pitches more than 4 innings, allowing 6 runs on 8 hits, 2 walks issued, and a hit batsman besides. And we will see who Martin calls upon to replace Lumens.
Now pitching for Sheboygan, Peter Sommerfeld.
And Peter Sommerfeld will get the ball now. Sommerfeld making his 5th appearance for the A's. They have all been in relief, as he's only pitched 5 innings. He has 1 save to his credit. And he has a funky delivery, let me tell you that. Don't know if it can quite be called submarine, but somewhere between that and sidearm. Has got quite a bit of velocity, though. In his 5 innings pitched, he's allowed 2 hits and gave up 3 walks as well for a whip of 1. And struck out 4 batters as well. So in the small sample that the A's have seen from him, he has done quite well. Now he is going to have an opportunity for a longer time on the mound this evening, unless, of course, Tyler Martin decides to send someone else in relief. Now a double steal on the part of the Kings. Put runners on second and third and take away the force. Strike 1 called. Leaving the count. And the next one will just miss. And a swing and 1 into the gap. It'll fall. 2 runs will score. And the A's find themselves on the wrong end of an ever-growing differential.
Catcher Joel Bella.
Joe Balistreri now. And he'll have to dodge a pitch. Next pitch, just misses.
What was that pitch?
2-0. Next one is in there. Now, time is called. Balistreri steps out. And this has been quite the long inning for the A's. Next pitch is outside, and Gordon has to go block it. He does so. And then ball 4.
Number 23, the right fielder, Andrew Highland.
Now with that, the Kings have batted around. Andrew Highland back at the plate. He led off the inning. Strike 1 to him. And a swing and a high bouncer that is fielded by Rude. Throw is made, and the Kings are finally retired. They put up a whopping 5 runs in the inning and power to an 8-3 lead. This is Sheboygan A's baseball, brought to you by AAA Travel and Insurance. Pitching change for the Kenosha Kings. Logan Hartnell will be the second relief pitcher. And he will be facing Chad Langley. Langley has the sole hit of the night to his credit. That was a solo homer in the third. And let's see if he can add some more offense for the A's in this inning. They are going to need it. They're down 5 runs. Swing, and this one into left. It falls. Langley will stay at first. And Luke Maldonado, now the batter.
Second baseman, Luke Maldonado.
First pitch to Maldonado is a strike.
He almost got picked off. He wasn't leaning, did he?
One and one now the count. Maldonado puts one into the gap in left. And that one will fall. Langley will round third, but hold up. A double for Luke Maldonado. Puts runners at second and third.
Center fielder,
Sam Mathice is now the batter.
Bennett Becker. Bennett Becker, you are
Strike one.
contested. Please report to the A's dugout. Bennett Becker.
Next pitch is a wild one, and in fact it hits Mathice, and that is ironically better for the Kings because Langley would have scored if he had successfully dodged it, but as he was hit by it, he'll get his bag, but the runners on base will be told to go back, and they will have to hold at second and third. The bases are loaded now for Jeremy McCarty.
next up for Sheboygan.
And if McCarty gets a hold of one here, it could really change the face of the game. First pitch to McCarty is outside. And the next pitch looks like it bounced off the plate. It was low, and it went over the head of Balistrieri. Langley will score, and the other runners will advance. And the A's get a little something here in the fifth. They could get a lot more. There are no outs yet. And then a called strike. Next pitch is low. 3-1. Next pitch is a strike, and then the payoff is fouled back. Currently battling now. Breaking ball, he got him. Swing and a miss. Down goes McCarty.
Evans hitting.
Pinch hitting for Sheboygan. Grant Evans.
Pinch hitter for Sheboygan is Grant Evans. He will take a strike. Evans was back behind the plate earlier in the week, but now again is not in the lineup, and he'll hit a looper that will be caught at second. Looked like it had a chance to get over his head and into the outfield, but it was not to be. And Greg Root is now the batter. And now the Kenosha manager, Tim Pilizano, heads out to the mound. And it looks like we are going to see another pitching change for the Kings.
Now pitching for Kenosha, number 61, Ryan Wint.
New pitcher will be Ryan Wint. The fourth pitcher of the game for the Kings, and that is fairly unusual in amateur ball to have so many pitchers in one game, and it's only the fifth inning. So potentially more pitching changes to be made by the Kings. We shall see. Wint is a right-handed pitcher, and he's He got some fire in those fastballs.
And the shortstop, Greg Root.
We'll see what Root is able to do with him. Ball one. And one is fouled out of play. One and one the count. Went, set, Sand delivers. Swing and a miss by Root. He couldn't catch up to the fastball. Next pitch is low. Swing and a miss on the high heat. And the A's go down in the inning. They score one, but remain in a 4-run hole. This is Sheboygan A's baseball, brought to you by Dufour Advertising.
We'll get 4 shots to get the bottles to the gallon jug. Good luck. Too cool.
Jason Button, the designated hitter, and the number 9 batter for the Kings. A bouncer makes it through the middle, and Button will have a base hit. Back to the top, Tyler Eichmeyer.
Left fielder, Tyler Heckmeyer. Almost got me there.
Eichmeyer squares to bunt, but pops it up and it goes foul. And now a pop up into shallow left. It will be caught by a hard charging Hiley. And that is the scenic play of the game. Root was heading back for it, but he didn't really have a beat on it, and Hiley came charging in and made the diving catch. And that is out number one in dramatic fashion. Paul Polera now. Button takes off, no throw is attempted. And then a ball makes it a 3-0 count to Polera. And now Button makes a mistake, or I don't know what he was thinking there. He took off and was gonna steal third, but Sommerfeld saw the ball in his hand. He stepped off, flipped it to third, and that's out number two. So now there are 2 outs and no men aboard for the Kings. And the count is 3-1 to Polera. Next pitch is a ball, and Polera will get his base. Joe Farrow is the next batter.
Shortstop, Joe Farrell.
He is the shortstop, and he is 1 for 2 tonight, hitting to a double play last inning, but now he puts one through the middle for a hit.
First baseman, Jason Dennis.
Jason Dennis is the batter. Swings and misses. And then ball one will even the count. Swing and a fly into shallow center. Maldonado goes back, gets under it, makes the catch. And Kenosha leaves 2 stranded, and they hold a 8-4 lead after 5.5. This is Sheboygan A's Baseball, brought to you by Trilling True Value Hardware. So into the bottom of the 6th we go. And the leadoff batter for the A's will be Trevor Tyson. Pitches inside.
Third baseman Trevor Tyson.
And strike one. Scores from around the league. But first, Tyson grounds out to the first baseman, and Cole Hiley is now the batter.
Left fielder Cole Hiley.
In the Langsdorf League Monday, the A's beat Racine 7-1. And then Tuesday, Racine dropped 1 to Genoa City. 3-2, the score of that game. On Wednesday, Burlington run-ruled Genoa City 12-2. In the Northeastern Wisconsin League this past Saturday, Menasha took a doubleheader from Appleton by scores of 12-6 and 8-6. On Tuesday, Oshkosh won 9-0 over Manitowoc, and Menasha won 4-2 over Green Bay. There have not been any games in the State League this week, according to my game notes. There was supposed to be one yesterday. The A's, again, having a game at Oshkosh postponed. Full count to Hiley. And the payoff pitch swung on and fouled back. Swing, and this one will be into center, and an easy catch. And Ryan Schilter will be the next day's batter.
Next up for Sheboygan, number 21, the designated hitter, Ryan Schilter.
One and 0 to Schilter. Swings and a foul back. Breaking ball, not in the zone. 2-1. Swing, and this one a well-hit ball. Unfortunately, it's hit right at the left fielder, Eichmeyer. And it's 3 up, 3 down for the A's. They fail to narrow the lead anymore, and it remains 8-4 in favor of the Kings. This is Sheboygan A's baseball, brought to you by Dufour Advertising. Top of the 7th, Mark Sabrario and the A's in a 4-run hole. Curveball, strike one. A's cannot afford to give up any more runs. A deficit as it stands now is formidable enough. Of course, they also have to have offensive output. They've had some, but not enough thus far. Bouncer to third, and the throw will be off target, so that will be another error by Trevor Tyson. And that is something that has hurt the A's tonight as well. 5 errors. That is their highest total of the year thus far. And you cannot expect to beat a team like Kenosha when you make that many errors. Fortunately for the A's, they have been playing pretty sound baseball in the field as of late. This is not the norm, but it is a reminder of what can happen when you do slipshod fielding. One and 0 is the count to Travis Vanderwall. Swing and one deep into center. That will bounce to the wall. Mattheis goes back, throws it in. Sabrario will come around and score. So what couldn't happen just did. It is now 9-4, Kenosha. Joe Balistreri. One and 0. Breaking ball, swung on and missed. And the next pitch is in the dirt. Evans now behind the plate for the A's, and he's been in since the 5th. And a strikeout. Well, Streri goes down, and that is only the second strikeout of the game for the A's pitchers. First by Sommerfeld, Lumens logged one. Andrew Highland is the batter. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. And then swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Jason Button will be the next batter.
Next up for Kenosha, the designated hitter, Jason Bunton.
Sommerfeld sets, delivers, swing, and a fly ball into left. It'll be caught. And the Kings add a run. And the A's have a dwindling amount of outs with which to come back here. It's 9-4 at the 7th inning stretch. I'll take this opportunity to thank the many sponsors of A's Baseball. Our major sponsors, which include Legend Larry's, Wings and More. There's also Trilling True Value Hardware, Larry's Distributing, Bud Light,
Let's get some
the
runs.
possessor of superior drinkability and brewed by the Anheuser-Busch Co. of St. Louis, Missouri. And there is Prevea Health, who provide the sports trainers that keep the A's on the field and in playing condition. And there are many other sponsors of A's Baseball. Another major sponsor is Miesfeld's Triangle Market. Miesfeld's have been makers of fine meats in the city of Sheboygan since 1941. And Lakeland College is a big supporter of A's Baseball on and off the field. And if you would like to be a sponsor of A's Baseball, you can be. There's advertising space in the program as well on the outfield wall. You could have your ad here at Wildwood Park. We thank all these sponsors and many more that have gone unnamed for keeping the A's a fine organization year after year. Bottom of the 7th. Chad Langley is the batter. And it appears that the Kings have some substitutions. They're scrambling around to get these reported to the press box. And the confusion is that, according to the books of the Kings, they have 10 runs. And I don't exactly know what the confusion is. My book says 9, as does that of the official scorer, which is all that matters. The interesting fact, the Wisconsin State League and the Northeastern Wisconsin League largely leave it to the home team to keep score, while the Langsdorf League has official scorers that they send to each game. And now the official scorer heads down to discuss it with whomever is keeping score for the Kings. Langley waits. Makes a few more practice swings.
Too cool.
So the score is in fact 9-4. Langley swings at the curve, knocks it foul.
You guys are doing a fine job. Matter of fact, you're doing so good. You should have a beer with me.
And the A's here still battling. The 7th inning, they're going to have 9 outs to work with to close the gap. Well, they'll need to do a better job than they have been at the plate. Langley now knocks one that falls in the gap and right. Luke Maldonado now.
Second baseman, number 3, Luke Maldonado.
First pitch to Maldonado does not find the zone. Mathice Maldonado, who's currently at the plate. Mathice is due up next, but Maldonado has one of the A's hits in the game, and Langley has the other 3.
That should be 5.
Now Maldonado gets another. And hopefully Mathice can follow suit. Mathice has reached base twice this evening. Only has one at bat. He struck out, but he was hit by a pitch and also had a walk. Mathice squares to bunt, but pulls back. Swing, and this looks like trouble. But it's just 1 out. A slow rolling grounder to short. Mathice will advance the runners and be thrown out on the fielder's choice.
How
And now Frank Pietrantonio will get a chance at the plate. Swings and misses.
Yeah, first pitcher was swinging pretty good in the bullpen too.
Swing and a grounder. Pietrantonio will be thrown out on the fielder's choice, but Langley will cross the plate. And this will bring up Grant Evans.
The catcher, number 8, Grant Evans.
Evans watches a ball. And then dodges one. Maldonado's over at third. So base hit. We'll score one here. But it won't come off of that pitch. Ball 3. And then the strike one. And strike 2 will fill the count. Went, set, Sand delivers. Swing and a miss. And he's down in the 7th. They score 1 run, but the deficit remains 4 as the Kings put 1 up in the top. And after 7 complete, it is 9-5 Kenosha. This is Sheboygan A's baseball, brought to you by Dufour Advertising.